So today I'm going to be making a video showing you guys how to export a video from Premiere Pro to either Instagram or TikTok, and to keep the high resolution, or to keep it the best that you can, even though those platforms compress your video down a little bit. I'm going to show you how I export my videos to keep a good quality video with the compression that those apps give you guys. So for Instagram, there are two different ways you can export it. There's a 4:5, which is the regular post, and then the stories, which is a 9:16, which is the more rectangle one. And the more rectangle one is the same thing for TikTok. So you can use that setting to export for stories or TikTok. So we're gonna jump into Premiere right now. I'm gonna open it up. As Premiere's opening up, I'll let you guys know I'm gonna be making these how-to videos for every Monday, and every Friday I'm gonna be releasing more of a vlog / edit type of video. So if you could like this video and leave me a comment of what you would like me to do next for a how-to video. I have some ideas, but I'd like to hear what you guys want to know how to do. So we're just gonna open up a new project. So we're gonna call it Exporting for Insta and TikTok. The other thing is you want to make sure you know where your video is going to be saved. So I already have mine set up here, but you simply just click browse, open up a new folder if you want to, and then hit choose OK. So for the sake of this video, to keep it short and sweet, because I hate tutorials that do a bunch of other things, I just want to know how to export, and I just want to know what I'm watching the video for. I'm going to just show you how to export. Next week's video, I'm going to show you how to make your video look cinematic for Instagram and TikTok. So that will be coming out next week. This is simply how to export for Instagram and TikTok. So you're just going to grab your video, drag it in to Premiere. This video is actually a snowboard edit that I posted. It's on the main featured video on my YouTube page. The link will be right here. Quick thing about the title, it was like my third time editing the video to a song that kept getting copyrighted. So finally, I found a song that worked for it, and I exported it out, and I titled the video, Lord, Please Let This Work, because I didn't want to have to go back and re-edit the whole video again, and thankfully that worked. I didn't get any copyright claims. But we're going to jump into this now. So just drag it into your timeline here. It says create sequence. It automatically will create a sequence for you, and this is set up for YouTube. So as you can see here, Brickin is my little clothing company I started, but as we scroll through here, this setting is it's a 16:9 rectangle, so this is for YouTube, but we don't want that. We want it for Instagram or TikTok. So what you're going to do, go up to File, New, Sequence. Whatever one it opens up to should be good. We're going to name this sequence 4:5 Insta. Okay. Now that you made that new sequence, you're going to realize that the rectangle is still a 16:9, which is the YouTube version. So you're going to go up here to Sequence, Sequence Settings. This is where all the magic happens. So we need to change these around, the frame size right here. So what you're going to do is, your first one is going to be 1080, hit Tab, and you're going to go 1350, and that gives us our 4:5 sequence. All this other stuff should be good. Depending on whatever preset you have, make sure you change the time base to 23.976, as in my opinion that just works the best for most video footage and gives it a little bit more of a cinematic thing. Maybe it's just my head, I don't know, but I like that, and that's what I use. So now when we come over here, you see that it's more of a square. So we're going to go back to here, simply drag this into our 4:5 Insta timeline. Now it's going to bring up this it says clip mismatch warning. So what we're going to want to do is click keep existing settings, because otherwise it's going to change it back to the YouTube setting, and we don't want that. So now what you're going to want to do is you click your clip, go to Effect Controls. Now you're just going to need to scale it up a little bit so that it fits within that small rectangle. So we're going to scale it up. That looks good. So now your video is going to be in the proper 4 or 5 sequence square box, so that is good for your Instagram post. Depending on what clip it is, you might have to size it up or shift it a little bit, but I'm going to make a video about that next week of how to make your video footage for Instagram actually look very nice and cinematic. This is again just for exporting. So we simply go Command M if you're on Mac. That will bring up our export settings. So here we are in our export settings. Jordan is doing a sailfish. He's just coming out of it. Zach. So you can kind of scrub through and kind of see everything here. So what you're going to want to do is open up your presets here for your export. Go down to YouTube 1080 Full HD. Click that. That's going to make it go back to the 16:9. Simply come down here, click Match Source. That's going to compress it back to our 4.5 because it's going to match the actual video file. So you're going to click Use Maximum Render Quality, and that should be good to go. Then what you're going to want to do is come up here, hit Save Preset, and change the copy of YouTube. That's the name that it has right now. So what we're going to want to do is just name it 4.5 Insta Export Preset, and just hit OK. So now whenever you need to come back in here and you click this, you just scroll up and you'll see it right here. I've already made one, so that's why I have 2 of them. You won't have 2 of them. So anytime you come back into exporting your video, all the stuff will be done already. So once you're done that, simply just hit export or Quay or Q, whatever you call it, to media encoder if you have media encoder. If not, just hit export and you're done. So this applies again, and we're gonna hop right into TikTok and stories for Instagram. So we're gonna go back up, file, new sequence. Yes, but we're gonna change the name to 9:16 because that's what it is. TikTok / Insta stories. So here we go again. Sequence settings. Now what you're doing here is you're just flipping these because this is 16:9 and we need 9:16. So you just take Command A, Command C if you're on Mac, Command V, and then come back over here, 1080. So I'll leave this here for a second so you can get the numbers right. All this other stuff should be the same. If for some reason it's not, make sure this is at 23.976 frames per second. Editing mode DSLR should be good. Hit OK, and here we go again. Go back to your original sequence or timeline, drag it into the new one we just made, the 9:16. Again, we want to keep our settings because we're trying to export for TikTok and Instagram stories. So we do that, scroll over here, and you see again, it's super tiny in this frame, so we have to scale it up. So we're just gonna come over here, scale, and scale it up. The other thing I do as a quick tip for you guys is if you just do fit, it's kind of hard to see how big you're stretching out your video. So just come down here, hit 10%, and it kind of gives you a rough view of, I have a little bit of wiggle space down here and up there. Again, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to keep these guys in frame so that your video looks good. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to go straight into exporting now. So Command M. Again, click the preset, go back down to YouTube 1080 or 1080p Full HD. Match source. It'll bring it back in so it looks nice and proper. Use maximum render quality. Ignore your file is probably going to be a lot smaller than my file because this is a really long video. And we're going to come up here and make another preset so you don't have to do that stuff anymore. It will always be in your presets. So we're going to do TikTok. Let's do 9:16 TikTok / IG stories. Hit OK. So now you hit export or Q to media encoder, and what that will do is when you go to your finder or folder wherever you're exporting your video to, your video will now come up like this. As As you can see here, this is one I made from a recent skateboard video, and it's for an IG story. So it's 9x16 and everything is in frame, but this is what it looks like and this is what you'll get. So when you upload it, it's in the proper dimensions. And that's about it. The other thing is I personally use Google Drive to transfer my clips. So I have the app on my phone and on the computer, and I just drag and drop them and download them. My Mac does not have AirDrop, but if you have that, good for you. I don't, so I do it a little bit more of the longer way, but that's just the way I do it to get onto my phone, and it should be that simple. If you guys have any questions regarding this tutorial, please let me know. Drop a comment of how I can improve my videos. This is my first time doing a tutorial video. I really like doing these videos and I want to get better at them. So give me some constructive feedback in the comments, or what else you would like me to do in the future. And I'm trying to do any tips about how to edit, how to film skateboarding or snowboarding, and I might do some photos as well. I'm not a super big photo guy. I've done it and I know how to edit photos, but I just like making videos more. But I can do a tutorial about photos as well. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if this video has helped you in any way, and share it with your friends, because I'm trying to grow my channel so I can do this full time. Alright, thank you guys, and until Friday when I have my vlog up, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you next Monday on my next tutorial. Thank you so much.